5. It's the number of God's grace, the number of God's favor. And in 5 years, we've seen exactly that. 5 years of breakthrough, 5 years of miracles, 5 years of God's faithfulness, of God's faithfulness, of God's faithfulness.
Rich Haller, this is my beautiful wife, Kim Haller, and the Rise has been home for a year.
We came mostly because of me. I had heard several things, good things about the Rise, and a couple people had gone and said great things, and I was like, okay, I want to check it out, We went to a couple other churches, didn't really stick, and then he was like, all right, well, let's go. So we finally came, and we loved it. We've loved it ever since.
It's like walking in, it was so welcoming.
Yes.
It was like nobody judges you. It was such a relaxed environment, so, and from that day on, it was like, hey, let's see if your sister wants to come. Mm-hmm. And let's, my buddy Derek, we brought him along, and it's just been such a great environment, great people. Mm-hmm. So.
And the boys have loved it.
Yes.
The boys ask every Sunday, are we going to church?
Yes.
Are we going to church?
Are we? Yeah, and they love it. And just seeing the quantity of youth in this church is just amazing. As the boys were growing up, it's like, look, we definitely need to get involved. We need to find a home. And when she was like, let's give it a try, and I was like, all right, let's started out watching the videos online. I was like, okay, I feel this, because going to a church can be frightening in a sense, because a lot of people are uptight, and I've been in places and it's people, hey, but like when we walked in, it was just like from the greeters all the way in to the time we left, it was just amazing. And we met some new people. We came over here and shared lunch and just met some new people, and
I feel like I've known them for years.
Yeah. So we have twin boys, Ryland and Ridge. They're 7 years old. It took some time for us to be blessed with them. We weren't aware of how many people around us had been through this.
Right.
And once we started opening up and just explaining to people what we've had to go through, it's just like, wow. It's like, so every time you hear people, like, what's it like? And it's like, I don't hesitate to share, because we didn't have that to lean on. So, and if we would have, we wouldn't have had so many questions. Like, we could have been prepared. Oh yeah, it's going to take this amount of shots and this and that just to even try having a child, so being able to share that with people, and like every time I hear somebody talk about IVF, I'm like, oh yes, we can give you any insight. I'll share it. If any questions, we'll be more than happy to share it.
I know that I felt alone through the whole process, because my friends were getting pregnant and they were having no issues, and but finding out that you have to go through the IVF process, it's definitely a roller coaster. And just knowing what you have to do, all the shots, all the appointments, all the blood work, making sure that you take the shots on the right time, it's stressful in itself. I mean, we tried for almost 5 years, and we did 2 rounds of IVF, and just going through all of those shots. Like, at one point I was like, what am I doing? Is this ever gonna work? It's never gonna work. And finally it did, and I worked with the doctors to try different ways to everything that we needed to do. And
it was truly a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes.
With all the hormone shots and everything. And
oh yes, definitely.
Which Sir Rich,
Thank goodness
I did administer them. Thankfully that I was capable and could, because, but at the end of the day, and honestly, we can't thank her parents enough as well for helping us.
Yes, they were a tremendous help for us. Well, I mean, I know that when we were going through all of this, I was definitely saying my prayers at night, you know, asking God to help us through this and to, you know, to give us a baby. I was just any baby. I wanted a baby. So I was definitely saying my prayers at night, and I know that he had a hand in all of this because there's just no way. Because what we went through, you know, there's just no way he didn't.
Finally, it clicked, and we were blessed, and it was just like
Definitely.
scary. It's very. It was like let's go there.
We went to the first appointment, and the doctor was like, okay, yep, we got a heartbeat.
Yes.
We're good. We implanted two, but the first one took, we're
Yeah,
good.
but-
He was like, I've been known to miss the twins. And so he was like, so second appointment, he was like, wait a minute, we have now 2 heartbeats.
When they said twins, I was like, whew.
Yeah.
But as soon as they said boys, I was like, yes. Like, I said, thank you. It was a ride, you know.
Yes.
It literally, like 4 years, so
Yes.
almost 5.
Yeah.
But seeing after so many tries and coming into the delivery room and seeing just those 2 boys being brought into this world was truly a miracle. You know, we sit down at the dinner table and it's like, hey, we got to say the prayer, you know.
They tell us.
They tell us.
They tell
It's
us.
like, hey, slow down. And it's like, hey, we didn't say the prayer. Oh, yes, we definitely need to say the prayer. And it's like, and so they remind us to like, hey, slow down. Like, let's say a prayer. And it's a simple little prayer they learned. And I hope us starting them out at such a young age, they continue to live by his word and follow.
We found our church home, and the best is yet to come.